removing Donald Trump using the 25th Amendment is possible, and I think actually may be probable, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But this comment I want to address, do we really want him or do we want J.D. Vance? And they're like, I don't know, right? And a lot of people are saying, I'm worried about J.D. Vance being worse than Donald Trump. And I'll say this, J.D. Vance, I think, is worse than Donald Trump, but will be a very short-term period of pain and then be over. Without Donald Trump, the MAGA party crumbles. It is gone. And not only that, the far-right extremists of the MAGA party will turn on J.D. Vance and the Republican Party, and I'm going to tell you why. Before I keep going, if you're not already following, please follow, please engage with this video all the way down. And don't forget, I am running for Congress, so please go to my website, kylegauck.com. You can sign up to donate, volunteer, or the free weekly newsletter. You can also reach out and talk to me. So why would J.D. Vance be worse? Well, J.D. Vance has the backing of everyone in Project 2025. He's basically their puppet. They basically put him in place. So if he became president, then he would then be implementing Project 2025 specific policies over and over and over again using executive orders and the freedom that the Supreme Court gave him to have unlimited immunity. And that's a problem. But what it isn't is it isn't MAGA. And it means we have the opportunity to go back to normal. We have the opportunity to have elections again. And we have the opportunity to actually fight. And I'll tell you this much. The reason I say that I think it's probable is because it's likely that this is a power grab that's happening right now. And that J.D. Vance and the rest of Trump's cabinet are working against Donald Trump behind his back to get him out. Because it just takes them calling the 25th Amendment and he's gone. J.D. Vance is in power. And that's, with these snakes, that's probable. Not only is that probable, if that does happen, the entire MAGA base would turn on J.D. Vance and the Republican Party like that. Which would mean that we now have 3 parties in the country. Democrats, Republicans, 4, independents, and MAGA. And the MAGA party would be very small, very loud, very vocal, and I'm sure very violent against the Republican Party and against the current administration, which would be J.D. Vance's administration. All of that to say, I think it's probable, not likely, but probable, and I would love to see it happen. I would love to see J.D. Vance oust Donald Trump and Donald Trump be put on his ass, and then I would love to see J.D. Vance's life crumble around him because MAGA just eats him alive. Anyway, if you made it this far, please follow along, please engage, please go to my website, kylegauck.com. And as always, if you made it this far, thank you, I love you, and we'll definitely talk again soon.